Okay, so I did a lot of changes, as I'm sure is very noticeable, especially with the overlay. I'm going to try this out and see if it actually looks good. But yeah, so at the same time, I'm going to try to actually get through this story. I have until Thursday, until the new update, and I'm going to cry if I can't play the new update when it comes out. We are with Castris right now, I think. And how do I get down there again? I don't remember how I got down there.
Could these dead monsters actually be...
Dead monsters.
If Lady Cypher is to be believed, this could be the handiwork of Lord Mighty.
Why is Mighty here,
He's
anyways?
still fighting against the Black Tide, even in the Netherrealm.
I thought he was in, like, Kremnos. Unless he died. Did he die?
Why are the Black Tide monsters here too? Can they swim in the River of Souls?
Even Thanatos wouldn't be able to accept Black Tide monsters into their realm. These traces seem to suggest that anybody who trespasses upon death will pay a heavy price. Since the realm of the dead must remain peaceful, it's imperative that we rid the place of such discordant noise. Please stay back.
Did you
Let
hear
me
that from
engage
Sunday?
these enemies.
Because, discordant noise.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Show me the way. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Even faint sparks can converge into a bright river of stars.
Interesting.
The path ahead is blocked by the River of Souls again.
Looks pretty.
In that case, let's go back to the past. This miracle sure is handy.
This is yet another aspect of a Titan's divine power.
But we're not using Oryx's power again, are we? Like,
If Dan Heng was around, he'd definitely be able to raise the waters of the River of Souls into the sky.
wait, how does Mem know about that?
If Lady Hycelens was still alive, I think she might be able to do that too.
Wait, still alive? Wait, she died? We never even met her. That's interesting. Oh, should I put the thing back? Oh, maybe not.
We can't get through here. Let us return to the present.
You seem to be able to discern both the past and the future.
Well, one's blue, one's orange. Or yellow.
Oh, this place must have been a beautiful courtyard in the past.
Interesting.
Please excuse me. I am but a scholar from a distant land who had the misfortune of falling into the River of Souls and turned into a member of the dead.
This one seems to know that she's already dead.
Oh, I was merely speculating. But it seems
I was merely
right.
speculating. Okay.
And you... I recognize you. You're the Holy Maiden of Death from Idonia, right?
I'm sorry. I cannot bring you back to life. However, should you desire it, I can end your prolonged limbo.
I'm well aware of that. Even if you were able to revive me, I would never choose that option. That's because I didn't fall into the River of Souls by accident.
Oh.
Instead, I leaped into it to seek my death.
Why?
If you could see the life I've led, then you would not reproach me so. My life was far too miserable. But I did not expect things to stay the same even in death. What a joke. In escaping my mortal life, I've entered a millennium of pain instead. Circe's above. What cowards humans are. For we fear both life and death simultaneously.
I'm sorry. I am also powerless to answer that question.
That's all right, Holy Maiden. At least you are able to respond to me. Please, grant me death. Circe's above. Does this count as thinking till the moment I die?
I have seen too many farewells. Her distress is quite commonplace. There are those who will end their lives over what seems to be the smallest of worries. For some people, this power that I possess is a blessing rather than a curse. But I never managed to convince myself of that.
Cass, are you still trying to create a world without death?
Yes, because when placed under time's vast scales, there is no worry in this world that cannot be solved. This is a wish that I've held for almost a millennium. My mind might have changed once upon a time if people managed to strike up a friendship with me. But I've never been more firm in my conviction. Now that I've learned about your near-death state, it is my duty to wipe death from the face of this world.
Wow, this place is so spacious. Is this the Kingdom Vault? Broken stairs, blocked paths. This place is gonna fall down soon. Do we need to enter that doorway to climb even higher? There seems to be a person. Oh, more like a soul guarding it.
But how should we get up there?
Man, if only we could fly. Yes, enemies. This calls for Acheron. I'm surprised you still have a line for Sunday.
The path is blocked yet again.
Oryx's 8 always appears in times like this. How convenient.
Really is convenient, yeah. But which way did we go? Oh, we go this way.
Whoa, there's even a platform lift over there.
Oh.
A chest of the past has been left behind, but none of its treasures remain inside.
Huh.
I'm crying.
Wait, what was the chest? I don't remember. I didn't see a chest. Yeah, whatever. This is a bit weird to witness. This is actually really weird to witness. Okay. I will have time to explore this later.
What if the miracle suddenly loses its effect?
Then we die.
Ma'am, do you really want me to answer that?
Oh. What? Hello there.
Stay back. Don't come near me.
Why?
Why does he look so panicked? Did the black tide monsters frighten him? Or is he actually scared of his own extraordinary power?
There's no need to be alarmed. We're just passing by the area. See? None of us look threatening.
Well, speak for yourself.
You have a point. Although, while this might once have been the royal vault, it's since been plundered empty. So please go away right this instant.
No.
You've misunderstood us. We simply heard your shouts as we were passing by, then decided to come over to find out what happened.
My goodness. Did I really yell out loud? How rude of me. I'm sorry to have bothered you. I merely saw a warrior. While that spirit didn't harm me, his blows really packed a hefty punch.
A warrior? Could it be?
Wait a minute. You seem to be quite different from him. Are you actually alive?
Is
How
he
can you
implying
walk
that my
around
day
here
is
while
dead?
alive?
It's a long story. We're here to seek an audience with Thanatos.
Thanatos? Who's that?
Who's that?
Is it possible that he's also living in the era before death descended?
Oh, right.
Death. Could it be that you are here to defeat the evil dragon Pollux?
Huh. So there's a name to that.
Is that the embodiment of No. Death?
According to the warriors under the Centurion's command, that evil dragon has been dead for quite a while. The curse that condemns people to death didn't originate from it. But they saw a girl within the dragon's embrace, and she is the true Reaper.
Interesting.
Pray tell, where is that girl right now?
Pray tell.
I've heard that the Queen spared no effort in bringing her back to the castle. Her Majesty intends to control all of Amphorius with this unprecedented power. As for whether this rumor is true, well, no one knows.
You have my thanks for the invaluable insight that you've given us. Please, treat this touch as a token of my gratitude.
Well, you might want to explain it first, but...
You... Are you...
It's interesting that he could tell that we were alive and he already knows that he's dead.
Thank you.
This is his...
Then you granted him death? That isn't like you. You would have refused even if I commanded you to do so.
I... don't know. I did it out of sympathy, believing that I wouldn't be racked with agony, but I am still in a state of turmoil.
Sympathy? Sympathy for that youth who triumphed in every battle?
That young man was favored by Talantin, who taught him a move that will defeat any mortal enemy with a single blow and emerge victorious every time. He could rely on that move to always achieve victory during Era Chrysia. However, now that death has descended upon the mortal realm, that divine swordplay also means he can send others to death at will. In other words,
You feel that he's similar to you?
yes. Since he can never be inferior to others in martial combat, death would be the inevitable outcome every time he strikes. That's why he approached me and pleaded. Pleaded for me to put an end to all of this.
You
people
are
just didn't die
perhaps
before?
feeling lost from making your
Like,
peace with death.
I wonder
It's so
how
abrupt a
the
matter.
stuff in the Jin Jiao didn't happen like it did here.
I have not made peace with death.
It's interesting.
I've seen the people of Idonia stand tall and proud in the face of death. Even before the fated finale arrived, they were already content with the lives that they'd lived. They had such proud expressions. Expressions that made me believe death would be an insult to these mortals if the concept is truly a power that a god had carelessly cast down upon the world. Perhaps death's authority was never meant to exist in this world.
That's what I'm saying. So people would still fight, but no one would ever die?
Just like how I shouldn't exist.
It's weird.
I won't refute your beliefs for now, but would you be interested in listening to a story of mine? It's a fairy tale from foreign lands, told by the person who brought you to me in that ice field long ago.
Huh.
A tale told by the Queen of Styxia.
What? Wait a minute. That means the girl born in the dragon's embrace, the personification of death these souls talked about. That's you, Cass?
Is it?
I've already had an inkling for a while now. But I honestly have no memories of Styxia. My memories only begin after Amunet brought me to Idonia.
Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Always.
Okay.
It's yet another eulogistic butterfly. Are we getting closer to the Netherrealm?
Or rumble.
This is...
Living ones?
What? Oh.
Oh, could you be the scions of Styxia? Did you hear about the great work that I'm doing here? And have thus arrived to give me the last material that I need for transmutation?
No. No, we're not.
Great work?
Have you heard of the great name of Pollux, perchance?
Well, yes, a dragon? Its pilot?
You have? Then that's good. During the Age of Myth, a time likely before your birth, I was the unsurpassed zenith of alchemy that none could reach. On the shoals of the River of Souls, I shall make Pollux soar again.
What?
And bring death back to the world.
Oh, so you're the crazy guy.
But didn't that dragon already bring death to the world?
This must be before that.
Oh, looks like you don't know the whole picture. Well, it's true that the missing girl can grant death to mortals. Pollux, the one who delivered her onto this world, makes it so that humankind cannot die.
What does that mean?
So, it's just as I feared.
I understand nothing.
This is my guess. The deceased are supposed to drift down the River of Souls until they reach the end of the West Winds. But this River of Souls was blocked by Pollux's fall.
That's right. That's why it's imperative that I bring the dragon back to the mortal realm and make it soar the skies again. I have long since prepared my alchemical matrix in the tower. Although, I am still missing the most crucial material of all. That final ingredient, the final sacrifice, is none other than the girl who lives out her days with death.
What's going on? You didn't touch him, did you?
I know that I am no longer capable of carrying out that task. Take this, all of you, and please fulfill that great undertaking on my behalf.
Can't tell this guy's crazy or if he's like actually has a good idea.
We had been inebriated in Fagusa's feast too long before we began to seek divine bestowed death, so that we could be freed from the whims of fate. However, that brought doom upon us. Instead of summoning a supreme god, we encountered a monster that cut off the River of Souls. That detestable dragon Pollux denied all the dead from the gates of the Nether Realm. Unable to rest in peace, these departed spirits engulfed Styxia like a roaring tide. As a result, my city and its people no longer exist. That child is the only person whom I managed to save. Born within the evil dragon's abdomen, she has possessed the talent of death since her birth. She must have been granted to us by the gods as a chance for us to atone for our sins. Please, you must nurture her to adulthood and prevent her from experiencing all of the suffering that we went through.
I promise that I will care for her as a mother, that I will protect her from the evils of death.
By Fagusa above, thank you for your kindness. As her mother, please bless this child with a name before I am swept away by the River of Souls. Please, let me know how I should address her in my next life.
Oh. Like how a transient raven butterfly, a fleeting papilio castor, perches on the twig of death. Castoris. That shall be her name.
That's where my name comes from?
The sound's back. What is making that ruckus?
Ah, living ones, don't waste your time bickering. The Netherrealm's wrath is falling upon you.
Black Tide Creations. When did they... Miss, please fight them with caution.
Be careful not to suffer the same fate as those Black Tide creatures!
Everyone, hide behind me!
Let me go! Go, go, go! Have some sunshine!
Serenity is before me.
Destined for oblivion.
There's so many of them!
I'm
Then who are we holding up?
It too shall fall.
Our souls for the feast of strife.
What?
Upon their triumphant return.
Okay. My idea just goes out of nowhere.
You?
Oh, he did die. What?
Lord Mighty? Lord Mighty, you've been through some tough battles once again.
That black tide is endless. My death is only temporary.
Oh.
I will find my path of return and go back to the world of the living and continue my protection.
Lord Mighty, I have always wanted to... Why does death reject you?
I'm the one resisting it. I must resist the temptation to go with the flow. I'll go against the current and kill my way out of this cursed Netherrealm. That is my destiny.
It seems like he's completely focused on resisting the temptation of the dead's whispers. He's working hard every minute to deny death. It seems his battlefield is not limited to the world of the living. Lord Mighty, are you willing to travel with us? We're headed for the Matrix inside that tower, to summon Thanatos from their prolonged concealment.
Thanatos. Challenge. Death.
That's right. If we can work together and defeat them, you won't have to be troubled by the curse of immortality any longer.
Let's go together, Castoris. Let the person who has brushed against death countless times guide your way.
Cass, are you sure you want to do this? The alchemist said he wanted you to be a sacrifice.
I'm not afraid. There's no reason for us to turn back anymore. Rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
Life is a puzzle in and of itself.
This is going to be difficult.
Is that the tail they're talking about? Like the tail of the dragon? That's really huge.
I'm familiar with this kind of mechanism.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's quite the coincidence.
I've never repaired broken chains.
If I was more powerful, I would be able to carry one person with each limb and fly the four of us to the other side. The Rune of Recollection is here, but I can't find the miracle orb anywhere. So weird. Oh, could it be in that collapsed tower in the distance?
Oh, so we just gotta fly over there.
That sounds so weird. Forget it. Just leave it to me. Just shout for me when you need my help. Got it. Just leave it to me.
Oh, so what am I doing?
Mem did it.
Yes.
The pink squirrel
Squirrel.
is very smart.
Pink squirrel.
Why am I a squirrel now?
The miracle's range is limited. Please come a little closer.
Twin. Oh, wow. That is cool.
Aren't I a good fit for Ornyx's priest?
Of course. You're the most competent priest ever.
Wow. Alright, so where did I put? Oh, there we go.
The alchemical matrix should be behind this door.
Oh, wait, what?
Is that...
Trian? What? What's Trian doing here?
Wow, there are so many of you! It's little Cass and little Grape. Oh, there's also little D and the big puppy! Trian? Aren't you... Get what? I'm getting even more confused.
This is the first time I've encountered a deceased friend while going upstream in the River of Souls.
It really works like this. Just like the other departed spirits we've encountered along the way. I'm also unable to sense the aura of the living on Lady Trian.
Yup, you're right. Trian already knows that she'll not be able to return to everyone's side. But Trian believed that little Cass would eventually return to the Netherrealm. So, Trian has been standing here, at this spot closest to the world of the living, and waiting for little Cass.
Oh. It must have been very tough for you.
But according to what Trian said, we're almost at the entrance of the Netherrealm. Trian promised Trevi and Trinan that when little Cass got here, Trian would get the gift ready and be the first person to run over and welcome you. So, little Cass, don't cry. Please, accept this. We finally finished it.
This is what Lady Trevi once mentioned. The gift for me that you didn't manage to finish.
I like how everyone's smiling except for
Maiden
Anaxa.
of Janus. Even when separated by life and death, Their thoughts are still connected.
Trian spent a lot of time drawing this. Trian hopes that little Cass likes it.
Seriously. It's seriously a wonderful drawing. Lady Trian.
This is our flame chase journey.
Little Cass, we don't know what your journey was like before. Trevi has always said that it must have been a very harsh and frightening journey. But little Cass no longer has anything to fear now, because everyone is here with you in this flame chase journey!
That's right. Only now, when I see Lady Trian's gift, do I realize that I've already obtained so many things I would never have dared to dream of since I embarked on the flame chase journey. It's the first time I've gained so many companions. The first time I picked up the hobbies of crafting and photography. The first time I had dinner with someone else. The first time I went to the market to buy the Chimera doll I'd liked for a very long time and hugged it to sleep. The first time I wore a dress personally made by Lady Aglaya. The first time I went for a walk with Lady Trebi, Lady Trian, and Lady Trinan. The first time I enjoyed the night breeze and looked up at the stars with Miss Hyacin. The first time I took care of Dromesis with the Trailblazer. Looking back at all these experiences I never thought were possible, it feels as though the scales of my life had shrunk from centuries and decades down to minutes and seconds. And all of them are so precious. I took countless photos in the past, but they're all black and white landscapes. I don't have a single one with friends. If I had known, I would have taken more pictures.
Trian says yes! Trian likes little Cass and would love to take a picture with little Cass.
Sadly, being departed souls, our images cannot be captured in the world of the living.
I thought so too.
What? Are we seriously going to leave any room for regret?
There won't be any regrets. This vivid drawing surpasses any photograph from the world of the living.
Little Cass smiled. Trevi, Trinan, and Trian's wishes finally come true!
I remember you once said that fate is not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but where people tread beyond the gate. Now, the path that belongs to me is about to reach the end. Thank you for bringing me the final key.
Key? Little Cass, why are you talking in riddles all of a sudden?
I have a feeling that soon, this gift of yours will become the key to saving Mrs. Life.
Wow, that's amazing! Then keep smiling and carry on bravely! Little Cass, Little Gray, everyone, see you tomorrow!
Lady Trian.
The aura of this place. We have indeed reached the end of the stream of souls. If I go any further, I might lose myself. I must leave now, for the Black Tide still wreaks havoc in the realm of the living. I have broken free from the chains of death countless times. This time will be no different. Castorus, will you fulfill your duty for the flame chase?
I have yet to make my decision, Lord Mighty.
No matter. Make the choice your heart desires. Even if it takes 1,000 years of waiting. I will continue to fight till I die. Then rise from death. Till the miracle descends.
There is one more thing you should know, Lord Mighty.
What is it?
Professor Anaxa may have deduced the principles behind the Era Nova. You and I may be reincarnated as strife and death in the next cycle, becoming calamities wreaking havoc upon the world.
I see.
So what does that mean?
Is that all? Are you going to accept such a fate without complaints?
Do you have a strategy to shatter the shackles of our fate?
I haven't found it yet. Perhaps I never will.
Then, cease wasting your thoughts on futile matters. Control what little you can. And when fate's inescapable grasp comes, resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
Thank you, Lord Mighty. I will find the right decision.
That was quite a good motivational speaker. So,
In the name of strife, may you meet a fitting end.
so are we all gonna ignore Cypher over there?
This must be the alchemical matrix the spirit mentioned. Let's see. We need to insert Aquila's sky, Georios' earth, Kephales's fire, Fagusa's ocean, and Nestia's love.
It seems our sweet Princess Homebody has made up her mind.
What does homebody mean?
In that case, seamstress, I suppose I no longer need to deliver your message. My time is rather precious after all.
What?
Whether you wish to break free from death or not, please, follow your heart. By the promise you once made, I ask that you fulfill your duty one final time. Castorus, please, live as a human, and die as one.
Damn.
According to that alchemist, the final piece is supposed to be me.
What about all the other
However,
pieces?
he is not privy to the past and therefore cannot see the full picture.
The past?
I saw the twins of death in Kethali's memory, and now I am certain that I was one of them. The trial of the Hand of Shadow demanded taking the life of your family.
Oh.
I died during that trial, falling before the gate to the new world. And my sister, whom I never met, became the Titan Thanatos of this cycle.
But
she was consumed with regret over my death, so she used the Titan's authority to reforge my soul. Yet, it also means she has never revealed herself to anyone, hidden away from the entire world.
Oh, so...
That's because the Titan she became already fell at the start of everything.
Oh, wait, what?
They died for me.
So
and now lie in slumber
she
in the
killed
river of
you,
souls.
then revived you.
You mean... Pollux?
This is interesting.
That's right. The River of Souls is no material river. It cannot be blocked by ordinary means. Only a divine corpse can prevent the dead from reaching the next world. And that's why we have to awaken Pollux from death before we can retrieve the core flame of death.
So, is she remembering
her
sister now?
Its body with the power of alchemy.
Like, do you remember?
But Cass, if that alchemist speaks the truth, does that mean you're also part of the dragon body?
Sounds like it.
According to those departed spirits, I was indeed born as the dragon's twin. But before we talk about that, have you heard the sighs?
The what?
Ah, I heard them too. So what are those?
The what size?
I think it's probably the sign of Pollux's wish being fulfilled. They must have realized how heavy a price they'd need to pay when they used their divine authority to resurrect a dead woman. That's why they exerted every ounce of their strength to send me to Styxia, a city that called for death, a land where none is hostile to death. They never saw their wish fulfilled and fell so prematurely, all because they wanted to give me a new life. Pollux must really want to know how their sister has been after giving their all to save her. That wish is the reason Pollux's soul still lingers in the mortal realm even after their fall, quietly watching and documenting every detail of their sister's life.
Of your life.
So instead of picking up objects on the way here,
we were instead showing things to a strand of yearning that lingers here. Now, we must weave these yearnings together and restore them into Pollux's complete soul.
But I'm
failing to understand.
Right?
I think Mem brings out the book.
And it turns out totally different.
Then we find out.
That's fine. As Professor Anaxa often reminds us, such is the nature of alchemy. The true outcome can only be known once the process is complete.
That's true.
This is why alchemy is also known as the miracle of creation. Now, the puzzle of Pollux's yearnings is nearly complete, with only one final piece remaining. I shall reveal what they have been yearning to know in the alchemical matrix. I will show them my whole life since I left Styxia. Lady Trian has already drawn a picture of my entire life.
Oh.
And it is now in my hands.
Yes. That makes things simpler, I think. When is it going to disappear, though?
Then, let the ritual begin.
Do we collect 4 things? What?
And now, the objective is complete. That is all. Such is what Professor Anaxa always says after preparing for an alchemical ritual. And now, Pollux, I shall lift you from the River of Souls and reforge your soul. Perhaps you will be disturbed by this, and your body may become horrifying to behold. But if even the slightest trace of your soul remains, the soul that once ferried me to this side of the shore, then please, look at me. I wish to thank you in person. I have obtained everything you sacrificed your divinity for. Lady Almanette.
Did she recognize you? Oh, she must be the first soul we can communicate with here, right?
I'm afraid she is just another spirit trapped here, like the rest of them. The only difference is that I was there when she died.
She came out of nowhere.
Please, go on. I'm listening. Are you about to tell the story of Styxia?
Yes. You're just as smart as I imagined, but... never mind. Now's not the time.
There's no need to worry, Elder. Take a look around you. You're already at the resting place of the dead.
The world of the dead. But how?
I understand that you chose to remain silent about the story to protect Casterus, the girl who coexists with death.
Why is she speaking about it like that?
You no longer need to hide that story. I can assure you that you have protected that girl's life well.
Well, in that case, let me begin. Styxia, the pearl of the ocean, plagued by unwarranted calamity and ravaged by death in the fairy tale. It was the first city-state to shift their faith towards death, even before Idonia did. From where you stand now, I suppose that's a bit hard to believe. Right?
Indeed. I cannot imagine that those from the Era Chrysia, blessed with eternal life, could ever yearn for death.
I have pondered the same question, child. But I am afraid there is no clear answer to it.
Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. That's how someone once explained to me why death is necessary to the world. But I still can't take that as the final answer. Would a world without journeys and epics be worse off?
I take it the one who spoke this line was a general, or perhaps a warrior. I, however, did find some inspiration in these words. Would you like to hear my thoughts, Casterus?
Please enlighten me, Lady Almanette. Though I have already made up my mind on how to handle the authority and core flame of death. Your words might truly guide me toward the path forward.
You and I are neither warriors nor generals. Therefore, journeys and epics cannot truly resonate with us. But what if I reframe it like this? What if love is not a trait bestowed upon mortals by Nestia, but a blessing from death.
Love.
No one ever invented the word cherish in the era when life was eternal. For all the good things in the world could be revisited endlessly, and every bond formed carried no risk of being severed. The so-called Era Chrysia was an age devoid of both virtue and sin. People did not truly live. They simply existed, going through the motions without passion or purpose, then waiting for something to happen. Perhaps the people of Styxia chose to embrace death not out of fascination with its cruel and fearsome side, but instead became fixated and obsessed with the impulses and desires tied to a finite existence.
Therefore, death is not a thing of fear and desperation, but...
That's right, Casterus. It is the reason we shed tears when parting ways, and also the original spark that ignited the passion of mortals. If you truly intend to deprive the world of death, then be prepared to witness it return to a state of stagnation.
I understand, Lady Amunet. Our limited lifespan shapes all that we know and love. Not even the Death Titan has the right to take that away from humankind again. Nestia's love was the chrysalis of Gold's first blessing, but it most likely wasn't understood by mankind. We only learned to interpret this wonderful gift after Thanatos' arrival. If the world was bereft of death, then the Queen of Styxia wouldn't have played midwife in delivering me into this world. You wouldn't have welcomed me into Idonia, and Aglaya would never have invited me to join the Flame Chase journey. None of these stories would ever have happened, and I would never have lived, let alone found happiness. Thank you, Mother. I will use all the love I've experienced in this long life to complete the final miracle. My teacher, Anaxagoras, grant me the wisdom of all things. I call upon thee, the stripped dead dragon's corpse. Rises from the earth, falls from the sky. As above, so below. This is the greatest power of all powers. Unstoppable in this world. The great work that commands all death. I shall grant you embrace.
They completely lost themselves. We do need some sunshine.
I can't thank you enough.
May this faint light, this
Or will you show yourself again, once we eradicate this hatred and regret?
In this mortal form, I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Take off the cover! Good!
Serenity stands clear before me.
From the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
It's coming! Ready, set! Riding the west wind, away we go! Bang!
I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
Take off the cover! Good! Everyone's been waiting for
Don't worry, it's just a scream.
you. Watch my moves closely. Huge news!
And I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid.
Torment and doubt bid you farewell.
Existence is fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
There's no more need to weep in grief. I will grant you peace. Yes, it's me. I'm back.
We do need some sunshine.
I can't thank you enough.
Future will be bright.
This trial is fitting.
Be careful. They may be moving by instinct, but there is fury welling up within them.
May this faint light dispel the gloom, restore clear skies. Once more.
I can't thank you enough.
Holy cow. Kirby just did a lot of damage, what the heck?
Turn back to the Netherrealm. Oh, death. Sleep in peace. I'm sorry I have to wake you up from ancient death. And I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid. Do you remember me? I'm the girl you once carried across the Sea of Souls. I'm sorry I wasn't able to remember you, but with the help of many people, I was finally able to pick up these broken fragments of my past. I'm back, Pollux. I know this might not be what you wanted. But I have to do this. So please, carry me across the Sea of Souls again and return me to the Netherrealm, just like you did in the past. Please take me to where the core flame of death rests. I'll be going now. They may look scary, but as long
What's happening?
What's wrong?
Are you...
What's wrong with her?
Her time is almost up. If I don't go now, I'm afraid her soul will return to Thanatos' embrace before me.
What? Oh no! Is there anything we can do?
Don't worry. I promised I would ask Thanatos for the Trailblazers' right to roam the Earth again. Mem, stay here and keep a close watch until I return, all right?
Alright. I'm the best at taking care of others. Go on, Cass. Make sure not to leave yourself with any regrets. That's not funny!
It's a deal then. Please. Wait for me.
After all that, you still ended up back here.
So the legends were true. The Netherrealm really is a sea of flowers.
Yes. Just like the flower fields we tended to back then.
Is that you, Plixia?
Do you remember me?
I don't have the memories from that time, but I've seen you before during an experiment.
I see. Call me Thanatos, then. It'll be easier. However, since you recognize the name, you must already know everything about Thanatos, right?
Yes. I'm here to reforge the order of life and death in Amphorius.
You know, my sister was a sympathetic, but rather sensitive person. Whenever she didn't want to say what was on her mind, she would avoid eye contact and look off into the distance. Just like what you are doing now.
Can you tell me, about the last Era Nova. What did you do, Polixia?
Where should I begin? I suppose we can start from the beginning. A long, long time ago, there were a pair of like-minded twins. As foretold in the prophecy, they were chosen to be successors to the god of death.
But fate was cruel. The price of attaining divinity was to take the life of our closest kin with our own hands.
That trial was indeed recorded in that memory.
Then you should already know that my sister voluntarily gave up her own life, so that I could ascend as the demigod of death. But I couldn't accept that. Why did we have to kill each other for a future she'd never see herself? That's not fair. So, while weaving the laws of the new world, I shattered the forbidden bottom line for life and death. I reshaped my sister's soul and took the form of the great dragon Pollux to carry her up the River of Souls and back into the mortal realm. But our fates were already decided and manifested in unexpected ways in response to my futile actions. Aging is an unbreakable law of nature laid upon humankind, created at the same time as death. When the living die, their souls will meet Thanatos, who would determine where every soul goes. If the Reaper raises their left hand, the soul is granted death and allowed to enter the Netherrealm to await reincarnation. If they raise their right hand, the soul is rejected by the Netherrealm and returned to the mortal realm to continue walking the earth.
That's why the Hand of Shadow can only lay down judgment and not embrace another being.
Yes. Death was originally a pair of hands, but they were split in twain when we reached the mortal realm, never to touch each other ever again. The half of Thanatos that represents life, the undying human who grants death, that was the curse I forced upon you.
Then, what about you?
As the half of Thanatos representing death, I shoulder the fate of defying death. I died the moment I entered the world of the living. From then on, my Titan also no longer existed in this world. The cycle of life and death stopped. Souls were denied their audience with death, and were left stranded within an ever-rising river of the dead. What irony. My selfish desire to save your life gave you and the world a fate far worse than death instead. Then, what was left of my reason was left behind in the Netherrealm, where I've been taking care of these flowers day after day, until there is now a sea of them, all while mulling over the subject of life, death, parting, and enduring an endless loneliness.
Fate is absurd indeed. Our lives were a mirrored image of one another, like a pair of hands. Even so, we arrived at the same destination. We walked different paths, yet experienced the same pain.
I had hoped that maybe you would at least have a good life in this cycle. I'm sorry.
I lived my life well. It didn't go to waste. As far as I'm concerned, you did nothing wrong.
Even though I forced the authority of granting death to humanity upon you, a total stranger.
Too many responsibilities were forced upon me in the course of this long journey. I was once lost, even upset. But I realized recently that if it weren't for your blessing, I wouldn't have understood the source of these emotions, nor would I have realized my purpose. I wouldn't have made it here to reunite with my missing half. And we wouldn't be discussing our past while sharing the same view of this landscape. I wouldn't have understood the meaning of our existence.
The meaning of our existence.
This sea of flowers blooms on dead land, because we sowed it with the seeds of our separation and watered it with our tears of loneliness. Yes, the only thing death is allowed to create are flowers that bloom from blood and tears. That's why Thanatos cannot create living beings at will. Nor can the hand of shadow determine a person's remaining days. Because the life and death of mortals should never be dictated by another's will.
Are you saying there's no point in Thanatos' existence?
No. No single being can bear the scales of life and death on their own. Not even a god. Life and death weigh equally heavy. We both know that now, don't we?
You, too, must have had a difficult life. We've taken quite the ridiculous journey together, haven't we? I had a feeling, even back then, that we would meet again one day. Not to embrace one another after a long separation, but to come in search of retribution. Tell me the answer that's already been written, and let us draw this seemingly endless fate to a close. It's been far too long. I've waited here for centuries, watching day after day as desperate spirits are denied by this lonely wasteland. I always hoped I would see you among them. But I was also afraid of seeing you. I didn't know how I could possibly face you again. But more than anything, I was afraid that you might have forgotten all about me.
I know. But don't you see, Polixia? I made it back anyway. You don't have to shoulder death's authority on your own anymore. It was always meant to be held in two hands anyway. So, let's give our core flame to her, and have her take it back to the mortal realm. Give humanity back their cycle of life and death. Our responsibility as Thanatos was never about picking out favorite souls. We were only meant to watch over life. Let's tend the field together and create a warm sea of flowers for all the souls to come. What do you think, Polixia?
Yes, just one last step. You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold by the prophecy, Thanatos' authority is only destined for only one person to wield. As the Chrysos heir of death, as their demigod, as a titan, our fated moment has arrived once again.
Just like before.
Yes, just like before. But unlike that time, the ones undergoing the trial this time are prepared.
You've made up your mind?
Yes, as dictated by fate. But I won't be afraid. As long as you're here with me. Complete your trial in this life. Grant me the embrace of death, and light the spark of life ablaze. You've been tempered by life and death. I know you'll be able to give this wasteland its first breath of life. Like a raven butterfly, flying swiftly into the Netherrealm, perching on the twig of death.
I will. After this, I will remain permanently in the Netherrealm. The River of Souls shall return here and rain down from the sky, scattering souls across the earth. The cycle of life and death will flow once again. This sea of flowers you sowed shall bear countless joyous or sorrowful souls, and bloom evermore.
Thank you. Just one last thing. Can you grant me one wish?
Of course. What is it?
Please, don't forget me.
I promise you, when we meet in the next world, even if I have endured another reincarnation, even if we do not know each other's names, I will still hold you tightly in my arms, just like what I did when we were born.
Casterus. Casterus. You're as beautiful as a fleeting butterfly.
I will bring rest to death. And from now on, stagnant life will once again flow.
Time flies. In the blink of an eye, the 15th entry hour is already at hand. When this farce is over, your soul will be placed on the scales of life and death. Are you ready?
No need to ask so many times. Of course I am.
Then why do you drag your feet? Is your fear of crowds holding you back again?
I simply find them too noisy. Paying attention to conceited fools like them would be an utter waste of my time.
Such harsh words. As I see it, you are no less arrogant than they are.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh. I did not expect to hear that from you. Are you not going to refute me?
I know myself better than you think I do. At the very least, better than a stowaway like you.
And they say men whose ends are nigh have but kind words. That is exactly why I chose you.
Should I thank you for the compliment?
The hour of the trial has come. Do you have an answer for me? And how will you prove the veracity of your argument?
I suppose there is no point in putting this off any longer. Do you recall where we stopped the last time?
You were saying that Amphorius's history is cyclical.
Indeed. The demigods that bear the core flames eventually become the new titans at the world's end. Remember what happened on the Holy Mountain? Calypso, Naias. As their destined ends approached, one by one they left this world, leaving only the twins, who are fated to succeed death. Unfortunately, while their journey is consistent with ours, you and Calypso, as well as Nikador and Naias, act as supporting evidence. I can only come up with a rough sketch for my theory of a cyclical history. For all the pains I took to reach this point, I had already lost hope of ever obtaining definitive proof. After all, the past is in the past. Proving that we are the legacies of heroes of the past is a hopeless endeavor. That is, until I met a girl named Polixia and her sister. If Castoris was truly sent from the past to the present for the Titan's self-serving reasons, then having lived through 2 cycles, and with Styxia as the pivot, she will no doubt be the link to connect all of this together. If the Twins of Death can bridge 2 cycles to reunite at the shores of the Sea of Souls, then my hypothesis will no longer be just a hypothesis. And you too will get the answer to your question.
Well, that is all well and good, but how can you be so sure? If there is even the slightest error in your hypothesis, the girl will be shattered.
It matters not. The most important quality a scholar must possess is foolhardiness. If you are overly cautious, then you'll never have the gumption to make the first step, and change will never come. Besides, I, an Exagoras, am destined to overturn this farcical world. Come, let us go and teach those pathetic worms one final lesson. Fine. So they are leaving the final debate to him.
Poor guy.
Let those Chrysos heirs who started this terrible war hear you. Let them hear the voices of the people!
As always, that woman knows how to stir up a crowd.
Professor Anaxa, I thought you'd pass on this.
Everyone must cast their vote, or this assembly would serve no purpose.
Prof, do you truly think it's wise to entrust the fate of the world to an assembly like this?
Akama has stood strong under this system for 1,000 years. It stands to reason that there is purpose in its existence. But that is not what you're asking, is it? What you really want to know is Aglaya making the right decision in entrusting the fate of the world to you?
Nothing ever escapes you.
I didn't spend all those years teaching you for nothing. Most people only take 4 years to graduate, if I recall.
To tell the truth, I feel like I'm on my way to an execution chamber instead of a podium. So, do you have an answer to that question?
No, I don't.
Dang.
I thought so.
Because that question is not yours to ask in the first place.
Oh wow, okay.
Is Aglaya entrusting the world to you the right decision? Don't make me laugh. That is a question that woman must answer herself. Why are you fretting about this on her behalf? Or have you been seeing yourself as her pawn all this time? Listen up. I'll say this only once. Flip your perspective around and ask yourself this instead. What should I do to ensure that the world doesn't stray from the correct path? That is what you should be thinking about. You still have time, so give it some thought. Oh, and don't bother telling me the answer. Tell it to those begging for salvation from the gods.
Got it. Thank you, Professor Anaxa.
That's Anaxagoras to you.
Of course you would mention that.
Who will you be voting for?
That'll depend on how well you perform. May Cersei safeguard your thoughts.
Lord Anaxa, you're finally here. The last speaker for the Assembly will be taking the stage soon. The resolution will be passed after that. Lady Kindness has reserved a special seat for you. Shall I show you to it? All right. This way, please.
I actually don't necessarily mind things remaining the way they are. The way you say it. I'm a little nervous. Thank you.
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. As the Theoros, I present to you Finan of Ides Elysiae, virtuous citizen of Arkema, and the last speaker of the Assembly.
Much obliged, Lord Lycus.
I remember him. He's the penniless lad working for Aglaya.
Where's Lady Goldweaver? Why is she sending this guy to give the last speech? Is this really the end of the Flame Chase journey?
Can this dude really face down Kindness?
I actually don't necessarily mind things remaining the way they are. The way you say it.
By Kefali above, dear citizens of Arkema, as you look upon me, so too do I see you. I see your fear and misgivings, your apprehension about the discord between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, and your uneasiness about the future of the Holy City. Yet, before you contemplate something as grand as the fate of the world, I ask that you look closer. Look beyond the horizon illuminated by Kefali, at the crisis threatening to overwhelm us.
What?
Ides Elysiae, my beloved hometown, is a village forgotten by time. It is a place with the most invigorating breeze and wheat fields that spread all the way to the sea. I once thought that there I would enjoy a lifetime of peace and quiet with my friends and family. How I wish I could invite all of you to that paradise, far from the noise and chatter of the world. Alas, I can't. Because she and all that she nurtured, all that I loved, they have long been devoured by the Black Tide. My beloved home is no more. I will never forget the day the Black Tide struck. My father, Hieronymus, fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his child. My mother, Aldada, she was ripped apart by monsters. Also, I might live to stand before you here and now. Galba, he was a hunter. But in the end, those arms that once drew a bow instead embraced Piso, his beloved son, as they both breathed their last. Pythias, the teacher, risked her life to save her students, but a burning bee make it out alive? No, she didn't. Livia, Piso, and so many other children. My childhood friends. They were all swallowed by the Black Tide and turned into monsters. They kept saying the same thing over and over. Even up until the final moment, I finally steeled my heart and granted them eternal peace with my sword. Why, Fine? Aren't we the best of friends? That is the Black Tide. A looming threat that can bring Akuma to its knees anytime. Kindness may have promised that with the 3 Titans of Calamity gone, Akuma will return to an era Chrysia once more, but much as it pains me, I must disappoint you. While the demigod of strife has done everything in his power to hold them back, they are still coming. By now, the name of that black-robed swordmaster, the Flame Reaper, has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the strife demigod. The Flame Reaper has risen from death, and they hunger for the core flames of the gods.
Lies! If such a powerful enemy is indeed approaching, why is Akuma still a picture of peace?
Exactly! Or chaos. And why is that? I beg you, spare a moment to think about this. Are we able to stand here and hold this assembly in peace today because the danger has passed? No! This peace we enjoy is no gift of fate. We are able to stand here today only because the Chrysos heirs have stepped up and shielded Akuma from calamity. With her golden threads, Aglaya has preserved and continues to preserve these idyllic days. The Council of Elders claims that Aglaya will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body and soul. But ask yourselves this. Rather than offering her aid and support, why do they choose to watch and push Akuma away from the Flame Chase journey? The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it bare before you. It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akuma's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly we once took so much pride in, are now infested with vermin.
Okay, that's a controversial statement.
You insolent whelp! How dare you!
It is true that Aglaya has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working tirelessly to weave the defenses of our holy city against the encroaching evil. All while these vermin are making up baseless accusations about her and scheming in the shadows. Not once has she ever failed Akuma. Yet these vermin attempt to tear her apart, tarnishing her name with unfounded allegations. She may have been blessed by divinity, but hasn't her heart always stayed true to humanity? They attempt to mislead you and reduce this assembly to a crude standoff between gods and humans, but citizens of Akama. Once more, I implore you to open your eyes and look at those around you. Examine them closely. Beneath all that finery, do you see the good heart of a human or the poisonous glands of a pest? Make your judgment, then turn your gaze to the demigods, whom so many of you regard as cold and merciless. Do you not see the light of humanity in them? And those who wear the mask of humanity, yet utter only hurtful, slanderous words. Can you not see that their souls have been corrupted by power? Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, rest assured that you have nothing to fear. For Aglaya, Trivios, and I will remain your faithful guardians and pledge our lives to upholding your decision. And this vow will stay true until the end of our days, where it will be passed on to future flame chasers. A steadfast and unwavering promise that shall endure through the ages.
The Christ heirs have only our best interests in mind. I still don't understand it. We never believe our proceedings are always have to end. Selfishness.
At the present time, on the scales of Talanton, those who call for the continuation of the Flame Chase journey, and those who demand its suspension. Each faction holds an equal share of votes, resulting in a perfect balance.
That's crazy. Of course.
As expected.
50-50.
This is the moment when the Flame Chase journey is the closest to its end.
And now, it's your turn to vote, Lord Anaxagoras.
Wait, he's the last vote? Are you serious?
Is there anyone else who hasn't voted?
No, you're the last. Cast your vote with care, for your decision will break this impasse.
You think there would be like a 60-40 requirement here, not a 50-50.
Since made a decision.
Bruh.
Very well. May you bring much needed change to this farcical world.
I still don't know what farcical means. Wow, we.
Who will he vote for? The die is cast.
Alright.
You've done well, Finan. Given the circumstances, delivering a rousing speech to stir up emotions was a prudent move.
However.
Thank you all for
Oh,
your
never mind.
patience. On behalf of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany and the scholars of Amphorius, I, Anaxagoras, am ready to cast my vote. But before that, in the interest of fairness, Lady Goldweaver, I pose a question to you before all who are gathered here. Will you, as Finan has promised, stand by the decision made in the Assembly, regardless of outcome?
In the interest of fairness, I make no promises, lest it should influence your decision.
Very well. I thank you for your honesty.
What's he doing?
The stakes are high. Let's be patient.
Cut the act! Who do you think you are wasting our time like this?
Lord Anaxa, please do not forget that I...
Rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa.
Oh dear God.
Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
Wow. Bro is really angering everyone here.
Just vote already. What are you waiting for?
On indefinite pause.
Vote. Cast your vote. Cast your vote.
I cannot help but wonder, is every hardship in the world something you will exploit and use to your advantage?
How else am I supposed to make use of this situation where my body and soul are separated? Oh, Circes. Or should I say Calypso? Accompany me on this final journey. Let us journey to the Netherrealm and see how she will substantiate the answer to your question.
You didn't
and
vote.
Validate my decision.
Wait, what? You're gonna make them wait? You're gonna go to the Netherrealm?
We need only to follow the sound of the tides.
I'm sorry.
You are...
Well done, child. Just as I foresaw, you have achieved great things.
Teacher.
What a twist of fate. A blasphemer raised in the doctrines of the Venerationists. It's like a foal kicking its mother in the belly after taking all her milk.
Yeah?
Respect you immensely, sir. But...
you cherish the truth even more. So, child, do not be troubled by the criticisms I have borne. Do not let those voices hinder you as you forge ahead. As the sage of the Venerationists, I am duty-bound to oppose you. But, as your friend and mentor, Anaxagoras, I say, go forth, for the truth is already in your hands.
I will keep that in mind.
Go now, child. Your lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. And when you reach the end of this journey, may we meet again with the truth before us.
You have my word, sir. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
May Circe safeguard your thoughts.
You are right, Empedocles. My lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. I must be on my way now. May we meet again with the truth before us, Empedocles.
What are you waiting for? Just cast your vote.
Silence! Silence, everyone! Behold, Xerxes, here at the center of the world, I shall write the final step of my proof. For this place is but one step away from the truth.
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
Thank you, Castorus. The answer is plain as day. My vote goes to the Flame Chase Journey and nothing else!
Elder Kindness,
I have deciphered the truth of this world!
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By Kefali and Talentum above, as the Theoros, I have observed.
No! Lygus, you can't! Onyxa, what have you done? Have you lost your mind? I hope you are prepared for the harsh punishment awaiting you. Mark my words, I will make sure that clever head of yours never forgets the price of betrayal.
Have you forgotten? I told you that happens to be one of my rare talents.
You put on such a grand performance, just to aid their preposterous flame chase journey?
Performance? No, you are quite mistaken. I may be paranoid by nature, but I've always been known for my honesty. If you really understood me, Lady Kindness, you'd realize that I never had any interest in your pathetic little game of politics. Factions, standpoints, they are jokes in my eyes. I have never once switched sides. Because I, and I alone, am the truth.
Lady Kindness, with all the citizens here as witnesses, we should honor the spirit of democracy and respect the decision of this assembly. I have observed that Akama has chosen her destiny. This citizens' assembly has resolved to continue the flame chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
You!
It seems not everyone is ready for the assembly to end. Very well. Let me entertain you for a little longer. By your leave, Lord Lygus.
Interesting. Elders and citizens, your attention, please. Stay for a moment more, if you will. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has an announcement for the assembly.
What is this performer up to now?
What do you think he'll continue?
I don't know. So apropos.
Frankly, still.
Just moments ago, all of you made a decision on the fate of Amphorius. As a supporter of the Flame Chase journey, it pleases me to see the choice you have made. But I regret to say that I still harbor doubts about this outcome. Thus, I hereby challenge this resolution. Tell me, who among you dare swear to Kefali's name that Era Nova will truly welcome the fairy tale ending that the Chrysos heirs have promised? A beautiful new world free of calamity and madness?
Nonsense! That's impossible! What is he getting at? Of course he...
No one? Must I pick somebody to answer? Very well. You, the one acting so wise and profound, in front of all present here, do you dare swear that it will happen for sure? No? Fine. Next. You, the one with ignorance written all over your face. Yes, you. Do you dare swear by it in front of the Titan?
What are you trying to do?
Useless. Your turn, then. With that smug look of yours, you must be confident that the Flame Chase journey is the best course to take, right?
Hey! Mind your tongue!
So, no one? I see. In that case, Finan, answer me this. Your speech was filled with such passion just now. How confident, then, are you in making this promise?
Professor, what are you doing?
What is he doing?
Let him continue with his performance.
His performance?
Will you look at that? Even Finan and Aglaya lack the courage to make such a promise. And what's even more absurd is that no one but I can promise you this new world. And yet, the Assembly passed the resolution anyway.
What?
But you needn't worry, because I knew better than to trust you good-for-nothings. That is precisely why I am here today.
Bro.
To give you one final lecture. Now listen up and listen well. I, Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, hereby declare...
Declare?
Everything that the Flame Chase journey promises is true! Finan of Ides Elysiae, the prophesied demigod who shall succeed Kefali, will reforge each and every one of us in the new world with his complete, intact memories.
Huh?
What?
Wait, what?
The core flame-bearing titans were the Chrysos heirs of yesterday. And the Chrysos heirs who carry the core flames today will become the titans of tomorrow.
Oh, look at this.
All of our souls shall endure for eternity in the miracle of the World-Bearer. And all under Kefali's protection shall step into that new world.
Bro is saying blasphemy.
This is your blasphemy!
Blasphemy! What is he trying to accomplish here?
Are you saying that we must bow down to you and worship you, even in our next lives? Enough, you blasphemous imbecile! How dare you try to deceive us with all these lies and falsehoods? How can you prove?
I told you, don't interrupt me.
Oh dear.
But since you've asked, I shall be kind and indulge you. My statements are based on my experiments on the divine body of Kefali themselves.
Oh my god.
You heard me correctly, everyone. With the tacit approval of Kindness and the Council of Elders, I fused my soul with the god through alchemy and learned the truth behind Era Nova.
What is he talking about? Isn't that pure blasphemy?
Yes.
I, the vile, wretched blasphemer, deserve nothing less than death for my sins. And the Council of Elders, which granted
that
consent
oh my god
and aided in committing this atrocity, should face punishment alongside me.
By the gods, even Kindness has betrayed Akuma.
Oh dear.
The Kefali. We're Kefali of
I had no knowledge of his transgressions. He did that on his own. The Council of Elders bears no responsibility for his actions.
Bruh.
Lord Lygus, as the esteemed Theoros, are you going to simply stand by and allow the Council of Elders to be dragged through the mud?
If the accusation is true, I will acknowledge it. If not, my conscience stands unburdened. Lady Kindness, the reputation of the Council of Elders was not built in a day, nor will it be shattered overnight. Repercussions await those who fool the people, and punishment must be meted out on those who abandon their vows. We should respect this beautiful city and her people.
You...
what?
Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, I humbly ask that you take on the responsibility of overseeing this judgment in the name of the fairness of Talantin and the justice of Kefali.
What's going on?
Considering the circumstances, and in accordance with Akima's Codex, as the only demigod among us, you shall rightfully wield this authority.
What is going on right now?
The honor is mine to bear.
I see.
How is this permitted? Somebody do something. This is how we're supposed to hold.
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has made his statement clear. As per Akima's Codex, I request all present citizens to stand with me in exercising the right of judgment. First, Elder Kindness of Akima and Lygus the Theoros.
Wait,
stand
and
accused
Lygus?
of neglecting
That's
their
funny.
duties and abusing the law, leading to the egregious blasphemy against a god. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, Akima is to form a committee before the 7th action hour to conduct an investigation and disclose the findings to the public for subsequent judgment.
Okay.
That's what we deserve! Agreed!
Curse you!
Now,
Dang.
concerning Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, he has confessed to grave blasphemy against Kefali. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the accused must be allowed to hear the people's voice prior to the execution, for a chance at a reduced sentence and possible pardon.
Execution? This is crazy. What the heck is happening right now? This,
Professor.
These people just sound freaking rabid. Oh my god. How many times are we gonna hear this? What the heck? Bloodthirsty crowd over here. So they're gonna execute him for uncovering the truth? The truth that, I mean, you know, oh my god. Is this just gonna be on repeat?
What decision will you make, Lady Goldweaver?
Enough with the hesitation, Aglaya. This is not like you.
Let him die! Let him die! Let him die! Let him die!
These people are crazy. They are actually insane. These are the people that they're fighting to protect. I just,
Then, in light of the people's voice, O Talantan on high, may you bring death upon him.
Oh, okay. Alright. This is actually insane. What? The heck just happened? Oh.
A sea of flowers. What is this place?
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I bore the name of Castris while walking among the mortals. And now, I stand as the demigod of death, the living side of Thanatos. Welcome to my realm, where the west wind ends.
Mom, I made it! My character arc is finally done! Wait, what? Oh, I was about to say, why am I sad?
You're still as energetic. Every flower here was planted by Thanon Immortal. But in the first rain brought by the River of Souls, they were given new life, flourishing as the bearers of countless souls. And it is my duty as the Master of Death to tend to their well-being and foster their growth in this serene haven. Similar to the structured cycle of life and death in the mortal world, these flowers too shall wither and fade, returning to the earth and then ascending to the sky with mist and tides. Eventually, they will descend to the mortal land as gentle rain. Every soul is its end,